Right, so hello everyone, this is Tier 2. It is now round 4 around Mexico. So we've got a little wild card for today. I'm just going to get a little fancy screen up. So the wild card for today for Tier 2 is default setups. So you can't change your setup at all. It's just one of the default ones that the game gives you. So it's going to be a very challenging race, especially with no setup on. So we'll see what the pace is like, of course. Some Infinity, how are we doing? Just going to have a look at the calendar. Obviously, Tier 2 is a week behind. So they missed Australia. So Blondie. So we started in Bahrain with a wild card. And that was the first race. That was Rainbow Tyres. Then we had Imola Sprint. And then we had Spain last week for round 3 in Tier 2. We're now at round number 4 for Tier 2. Obviously Mexico with a wild card, which is default setups. So then round number 5 will be China with a sprint race, which is getting maybe moved, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So that is your calendar. And we are just going to run through the grid for this week's race, as you can see. So we've got the Astons of Ninjas and Dan Reed, who is now changed out for GGF. He dropped out, so we've got a new driver in there. Sauber, this is in championship order, of course. So we've got Jasny, debut as a full-time driver, also with Sam. So 2 new full-time drivers in the Sauber for this week. Mercedes, we've got Mitchell and Yolo, also known as Ev, both full-time. I think this is Yolo's first time as a full-timer as well, so I should have put that in, but we move on to Alpine. We've got Alan and Ski. Obviously Ski pretty high up in the standings, but we'll get into that just in a little bit. We've got the Williams pair of Albon, Lover and Kempo once again. Then we've got a full reserve lineup for McLaren, which is Hilly and the real Damon Hill. So we're just going to flick over to the second half. Here we are. So we've got the Ferraris of the HA Father and J Marsh. It's J Marsh's debut as a full-time. We have Haas. So we don't have Gert today, unfortunately. So we've just got Dadsel Humour as the full-time. And it's Willow's first race with us as a reserve. Shown some good pace, I must say, from the lap times he's shown us. So we'll see how he does today. And the Red Bulls, we've got Jonathan, after his impressive debut last week, as a full-time. We got Sean Hamilton returning as a reserve. And then we got the final team of Matt F1 and F1 Raw. F1 Raw, this is also his first time, his debut as a full-time driver. So we are going to look towards the championship standings. This is your driver standings. So we've got Albon Lover up in P1 with 116 points. We've got Ski in P2 in the Alpine with 105. Jonathan this is now his 3rd race with us, and he's been really impressive. He's up in P3 with 82 points. We've got Ninjas in the Aston Martin with 79 points in P4. P number 5, we have Mitchell in the Mercedes with 78. Obviously 1 point behind P4, so that's pretty close. We've got level on 58 points. We've got Ollie and HA Father. Obviously Ollie in the other Aston Martin, not racing today though. We've got the McLaren of Frosty on 52. We've got who's 1-1. He's raced he's done 1 race and got 1 race win. So he's up in a P9. Level on points with F1 Gav, who is in P10. So that is your top half of the stands. We now look to the bottom half. F1 in P11 with 42 points. We've got Billy, who was reserved for 1 race in P12 with 40 points. Level on points with Sean Hamilton. Then we got Gert in P14 with 38 points. XS Elite with 35 in P15. Lily, also Tier 1 driver, as a reserve in P16. We've got Palex in the full-time Red Bull, not racing today, in P17. We've got Chesney, P18 on 30 points. Then we've got Alan, P19 on 28. J Marsh on 26. Kyle on 26. Dassel Hume also on 26. Then we've got F4 Matthew, Dumbro and Kempo rounding out the championship standings. We, I think, going to run into quali very soon. I'm just going to talk to the constructors real quick. So we got, hello Gav, we got Aston Martin lined up in P1 with 203 points. Sauber in P2 with 181, so pretty close between them two at the top. Then we got Mercedes improving on their results recently, obviously going up 3 places from the last Grand Prix in Spain, so they're on 156. Then we got Alpine P4 on 133, Williams P5 on 117, McLaren P6 on 110. Then we got Ferrari P7 on 92, Haas P8 on 64, Red Bull on 60 but back in P9, and then rounding out our constructors we have Racing Bulls on 54. So that is your standings, a little run through, and we're going to hop over into qualifying. Just bear with. Everyone is having a lovely evening, because we've got a few cars just peeling out pits. Let's try to get an inventory, steal something. 3, 1. So it looks like we've got a Williams. Okay. What's up, Raw? Let's come on, that's how it is. Here we are. Cool. Let's go do that. Oh, how do you change the camera? There we go. Racing in the V-car. Yes, you are indeed. Your debuts are full time. I'm excited to see how you're doing this day. Obviously, you were pretty high up in the Tier 1 race until the pit wall incident happened. We'll not talk about it. As we watch Ken Porter final corner onto his lap now. Into turn number 1, 2, 3. It's a very tricky little section to start the lap. As we run with a bit of DRS into turn number 4. What's up, Gibby? How are we? Quite a tricky braking zone. Trying not to get too high on the curb, and he has done pretty well into turn number 5. Always gone wide. It is within limits. The game says into turn number 6. Double apex. I'm good, Gibby, I'm good. Little run down into turn number 7. Through the apex of turn number 8. Sling it into turn number 9. Looks like the car's sticking nicely into turn number 10. Into turn 11, a little bit of a lift, but it's all good. Into turn number 12, obviously the end of the DRS zone. So he flings it in. Maybe could have used the track a little bit more. Into turn number 13. Nice and easy into turn number 16. Around the final corner. What is it going to be for Kempo? Give me a 120.3. Oh yeah, give you all racing tonight. I'm excited to see how you do. So look at Hilly in the McLaren stepping in as reserve as he enables DRS. So we see Sean Hamilton set a 16.8, Albon Lover set a 16.9. Said it over cold, so it sounds like I said 69, but I meant 16.9. So we see Hilly around the final corner. Don't worry, Gibby, I won't put you under any pressure. Mitchell with a 16.5. Hilly sets a 16.2. Ev goes P3 with a 16.8. Got the HJ Father in P7 with a 19.1. Mask setting an 18.1 as you look back towards Jonathan. One of the standout stars so far in Tier 2, I must say. Use a bit of battery, maybe all of his battery going into the little stadium section. Into turn number 13. So there's a Williams up ahead, let's hope. No impeding. Let's really hope there's no impeding. Oh, he's stopping on the apex. As he peels up the pits, that's probably held up Jonathan a few tenths. So the line what's going to be for the Red Bull, it's going to be P6 with a 17.3. It's going to look towards Lily. If she is on a lap, I'm not too sure. I think she is. I think she's setting up for a lap. Oh no, she invalidated, so that is her lap done. Let's look towards Samson, our standout performer in Spain last week. Starting down in P19 and picking up the race win convincingly. Very impressive drive from the Sauber as he debuts as a full-time. Gets a little bit of grass on the entry. Into turn number 10-11. Looks very neat. Used a lot of battery. He's used all of his battery. He slings in turn number 12, maybe a little bit wide on the apex. As he takes turn number 13 very well. Hangs to the right and slings in the left-hander. Into the final turn. A little pink of turn 17 to the line. What's going to be for Samson? It's going to be a 15.7. It's a good lap from the Sauber. In fact, something like that. Got a few drivers on out laps. I don't know if Jonathan's on that one. Nah, it's into the pits. Ninja's just started his lap now. Have a look at Ninja's previous results. So Ninja's got a solid P3 in the first race in Imola. He picked up 39 points. Obviously, it was a sprint weekend, so I don't think he got a podium there. And then Spain, he only was able to pick up 2 points. I think he had an incident or two towards the start of the race, which really set the tone for the rest of his time in Barcelona. So he's looking to improve off that last week's performance today. It looks like a very nice lap so far from the number 1 driver of Aston Martin. So it looks like a nice lap into the stadium section. A little bit wide on entry. As we look towards turn 16, he's got the power down nicely to the line around turn 17. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 16.2, which puts him P2. That's a very solid lap from Ninjas. To look towards Samson's teammate Chesney. I'm seeing his debut as a full-time after stepping in as a reserve last week. Let's have a look at his last result as well. Well, because why not? So he picked up P5 in Spain, and I think that was his first race. Yes, it was. So 1 race, P5, that's very solid from Chesney with putting in P18 in standings, picked up 30 points in that one. Chesney DRS enabled. He's got a little bit more battery than the rest of the field through this section. Oh, he's gone a bit deep. Compromised his exit into turn number 13. He's got the car turned in nicely though. Into the final turn. That's not the final turn, but it basically is a final turn. Swings it around to the line. It's going to be P4 with a 16.5. It's a solid lap indeed. So both Saubers looking strong. Let's have a look towards Willow. As he's doing the flicking technique into the first few turns. Getting a bit of a slipstream there. No, that's not a pun. Ninja's got some competition, but he's looking good so far. Into turn 7. Let's see if Willow can set that 14.6 that he set in practice. He's used all of his battery. Down at turn number 12. In turn 13, a little bit wide, but he picks up the exit nicely. In turn 16 we go. Use a bit of curb on the exit, and he sets a 16 flat, which puts him in P2. So a nice lap from the Haas. I think that could be. We've got the half hour or 3 tenths on his lap through the tested sector 2. Couple of corners here. Or has he gone deep and he's invalidated his lap, unfortunately? Have a look at that, so he mine's about 2/10 up on his time. Oh, as he's had a spin at the last corner. Unfortunate for the Haas. Alan's down. I think he's on a lap. Yeah, I think we'll spectate Ev on his. I think it's his full-time debut. Yeah, it is. It's his full-time debut. He was obviously YOLO when I ran through the grid for the day. So he has the DRS enabled. Sector 1 we go. It's a very short sector 1. There's only 3 corners involved in it, 2 straights. He sets a 28.7 in the first sector, 2.5 tenths down on his current time, which put him into P10. Nice exit out of turn number 6. It looks like he's got a little bit of a slipstream. Let's hope he doesn't get held up. Sorry. Oh, this is invalidated his time on the exit of turn number 7. It's not going to do many favours, unfortunately, as we look towards Ninjas, who is starting his lap. Rory keeps invalidating apparently. He's down in P19 without a lap time. Out the DRS zone. He's just down in his time, but yeah, he's looking solid. Through turn 6, obviously the double apex. It's very easy to get some wheel spin off the exit. There's a thing that was, I'm not too sure who jumped up there. Someone said that time jumped up in the middle of the field. As a look at the DRS into the very tricky turn number 12. Very easy to send it wide. The triple inside curve a bit too hard. In a turn 13, misses the sausage curve in turn 14. As we go to the line round turn number 17, and it's going to be a 15.8, so it's a big improvement on his previous lap, nearly 4/10 of a second. So Ninjas goes into P3, just behind Hilly. And we see Jonathan in the grass, I'm assuming just getting out of the way. Got Matt on a lap, so spectate the Racing Bulls driver. Obviously this is default setups, so those drivers who have practiced default setups maybe have a good advantage. Who was the Salwood maybe gets in the way there. I just had a massive stutter. As we look towards the final cone, Matt rounds it very nicely. It looks like he's coming into the pits actually. No invalidation, but obviously not too happy with the lap time. As we got Jonathan cutting the stadium section. I think he's building up to a lap. Oh, he's coming to the pits. Got Mitchell nearly 3/10 up. Also got 4 minutes left session, so he's going to have to get back around, get another lap in, hopefully. One of our most consistent drivers this season, as he aborts, comes at the pits, got some fresh boots on and get back out. Chesney's just down in his time. Not too long left now. Can someone just let me know in the chat if you can hear the game fine? Just because last week I had a few problems where the game audio wasn't loud enough. So if someone could just update me on that would be great, so I can try and get it fixed. You can hear it. Sweet, thank you. Chesney's to the line. It's a huge improvement. It's a 15.8. Yeah, sweet. Thanks. as Ski invalidates. I think he's just, I don't know if he's just came out the pits. He doesn't invalidate. He's not on a lap though, because he's not using the battery. Trying to think who this is. Give me 2 seconds. I'll find out. Bill's in the pits. Man's just been, I was just checking something. Billy, I have not disappeared, you scoundrel. As we have an abundance of drivers on laps. Looks like Sam is aborted. You rapscallion. That's mint. Yeah. I think we're gonna spectate him. Who should we spectate? So yes, he's retired him down in P13. So here comes Sam. Ski is retired down in P6. Dassault Humor is retired, Lily's retired. 3 drivers completing qualifying. As you see, Sam around the first few corners in turn 4 with a bit of DRS. He's up on his time back at 700, so he's used about 70% of his battery so far. Oh, is he invalidated? Am I seeing things? I think he's invalidated. Yeah, it's definitely invalidated. So he's not going to improve. As we look towards Hilly behind, obviously looks like Chesney's retired down in P number 3 with a 15.8. Very close, to be fair, between P2, P3 and P4. Let's also keep an eye on the championship leader down in P7. Let's see if he can improve on his time, as we have a few cars up ahead. I think that could have been Kempo down in P20 with a 19.4. As Mitchell is done, 16.1, puts him into P7. A little bit of a slide on the exit of turn number, I think that's turn number 8. As we run towards turn 12, he's 2 tenths up, so he is on track for pole. If he can get this, oh, there's a big snap. A little bit of a slide. Going into the corner, as we look to turn 14, can he get it rotated? He can. Through the final corner, what's it going to be for Hilly? The reserve driver in the McLaren. Can he stick it on pole? Yes, he can with a 15.7 by 4 1,000ths of a second. As Ninjas takes pole with a 15, just under a 15.6. Drama at the end of quali. Let's see if Sean Hamilton, he does go over to P5 with a 15.9, so we've only got half a second between, let's say, the top 8? In the top 8? We've got a Ninjas fan in the chat. Yeah, that's a very impressive time of 15.5 with obviously default setups. So we will have a look at our grid. There There we are. Oh, we got a 5-place grid penalty for Musty Flip. That is not great. Two-tenths some. Yeah, there is about half a second between the top 9. That's really impressive. Very close grid. Here we are for the race though. Look to 5 red lights for the 2-0 race around Mexico, round number 4. It is lights out and we are underway. Looks like a decent getaway for the Aston Martin. Ninjas. Yes, he's got a huge advantage. As we see Chesney now in the Sauber. Looks like he's ghosted through a few cars. Into turn 1, see if everyone keeps it clean. So we've got a few drivers maybe in a little incident towards the rear. We've got a few cars off. We've got Willow off and the Haas down on P4. It looks pretty clean actually. Looks like there's no huge incidents as Ski looks to the race lead already. If Ninjas goes to hang it on the outside, British Boy now has the outside for turn number 6. Still side by side as Ninjas gives him a little squeeze just to get him out of the way. Sauber's getting caught up in a battle with a McLaren of Hilly towards down in P4. So you see the Haas of Willow go wide and turn P3. Obviously, this is default setup, so we will see a few mistakes creep in. As there we go, we see Ski hit the bollards, not the bollards, the where it tells you where the corner is, and boards. So we run into turn number 12, we see Willow go wide again. Let's hope he's not got many warnings. Let's look at the lead that Ninja's built already. At the end of the first lap, he's got 1.1 seconds on the Alpine after that little mistake that Ski made in sector 2. He's got Willow down in P3. Chesney about half a second back in P4. Then you've got his teammate right on the gearbox. See if he can go for a move into turn number 1. So there's no team orders here. Chesney looks to the outside. Thinks better of it, and his teammate does get up to P number 4. We've got Hilly down in P6. Rory up into P7. Oh, as we see, I think that's the championship leader. Yes, championship leader is round. Down in P20 now. We've got Williams 19 and 20. That championship leader has been spun round at turn number 1. Some drama early on. Lap number 2 out of 36. We've got Ski just closing in about half a second on the back of Ninjas. Got Willow. Yeah, looks like we've got a huge DRS train all the way down to P11. There we got the Red Bulls. Bit down in P9, number 10. Ooh, we have Sam picking up the first time penalty of the day. It's very early on as well. As we see, I think Willow went wide again. So it looks like the Haas car is struggling a little bit as we see Ski also get a penalty. I don't know why I'm not seeing the penalties come up for some reason. Oh, we've got someone round. I think it's Hilly. The McLaren of Hilly is round and he's stuck. Is he beached? No, he's just trying to get up. Oh, no, he just broke his wing. The reserve driver's broke his wing. So bring out a safety car. Oh, Kempo's round as well. I think it's a VSC. So to have an early VSC, obviously Ski gets a 3 seconds. Let's have a look at the tyres. Should probably have that up. Everyone's on mediums. This is probably going to be a 2-stopper. If you can pull off a 1-stop fair play, I've seen a few drivers in the past do it. So we've got a few time penalties already. Let's have a look at the opposition changes. So Ski obviously went for the lead. Started in P6, went for the lead into turn number 3. So he's up 4. Got Willow up 2. We've got Sam up 4 places. Oh, he dropped back to the 5-place grid penalty. So he's made that back up near enough. Got his teammate Chesney losing 2. Got Rory all the way up from P11 into P number 6. So a very good start from the Racing Bulls. Mitchell stays put. We have Jonathan up 4 places. Sean Hamilton dropping 5 at the start. We've got Ian Arler up 6, who's starting in P16. He's up in P10 now in the Aston Martin. That's his teammate up in P1. Ev up 2. Got J Marsh down 2. As his first and his debut. We have Matt up 1, Alan up 1, Lily up 2, the HA Father up 3, That's Like Humour up 1, and obviously these two down significantly. Oh, yes, we are back in the win. Skiers took the lead. But Ninjas also has a time penalty. Oh no, he didn't speed, did he? Oh, Ninja's got a drive through. No! The Aston Martin sped under the VSC on the restart. And he's got a drive-through penalty. He needs to serve in the next 3 laps, otherwise he will be disqualified. So that is just absolutely damaged the Aston Martin's race here. That's very unfortunate. Is he driving angrily now? Will he try and get the lead back off the Alpine? You've got Ian Aller and Sean in a little battle for P9. Let's have a look back towards this little battle. So Sean Hamilton's just got the better of the Aston Martin. We're going to look back towards the lead. Just right on the back of the Alpine. Ski riding a very solid race so far. As we have Alan in the Alpine round, and he is back to last. But Rory got to 3 seconds. I don't know why it's not. Ooh, it's got a bit of contact. Looks like Mitchell just ran Rory a little bit wide. I wonder if Mitchell has a illegal overtake, maybe? No. So Mitchell is up in a P6. A little bit of contact on the way through, but we get out unscathed as we look back towards the lead. Ninja's about half a second back. We got the Ferrari of J Marsh getting the move done on Ev. We have also Mitchell and Jonathan. So Mitchell getting a huge gap there. So I think Rory's gone for the move. Wow, very close. As we see the Aston Martin going for the gap, and he's got a double overtake here. He has done the double overtake. What a move from Ian Aller. Oh, was that Mitchell round? Oh, Ninjas. I think Ninjas had an incident there. I didn't see. Did he have damage? I don't think so. There's no damage on the Aston, but he has dropped significantly. I think it was P2 down to P6 as Mitchell gets place. A huge double overtake from the Aston Martin up in the P8 now as well. As Sam is right on the back of Ski. As he hits the rear, British Boy is backing him up a little bit. Going on to lap number 6. The gap about 3/10 to the lead. So it looks like Sam is going to get the move done with the DRS advantage. We've got the Aston swapping places. Has Ninja's got to... Oh, Ninja's, no. Oh, he's been disqualified for not serving his drive-through. That's devastating, man. The pole sitter out of the race, 6 laps in by disqualification. So that's not what you want to see. Since battle, this 3-way battle is really heating up as we see Rory go very well over as he comes back on the racing line. As everyone's just getting pushed through. Oh, as we see the Aston into the wall. And Sean Hamilton. Oh, we've got a lot of contact. A lot of contact. I don't know where to look. I think Sean Hamilton has damage on his front left end plate. The Aston also has damage on his front left end plate. So Rory up in a P7. I think he come off unscathed from that little skirmish with the Aston and the Red Bull. As we see the Sauber of Szczesny making an early pit stop. Looks like he could be opting for a 2-stop this race, as it will take something to get them hard tyres to the end. About 29 laps. So that'll be some Sergio Perez-esque tyre saving to get the end. See a few pit stops behind, obviously Ian Aller and Sean changing their front wings after their collision. As Sam has broken away 2 seconds at the front. He's looking to build on his race win last time out in obviously Barcelona. Through the twisty Sector 2. I don't know if there are any battles. It looks like J Marsh on the back of the Mercedes of Ev. The American driver in the Mercedes, saving battery. Will the Ferrari go for maybe one? Oh, as we see a huge lockup and a little bit of a slide at the rear for the Mercedes in front. As we see Chesney getting a 3 seconds as he comes out of pits. As the Ferrari's sent him deep, it looks like he's got a bit of damage to the Mercedes on his end plate. That's not great. It looks like there's a battle for P2 forming. We're going to see if Ev can make a little move. Let's just see Albon Lover getting ahead of Lily, as you can see in the background. So Albon Lover back up in a P11. So we're going to look towards his battle brewing up for P number 2. Obviously Mitchell, the only driver in the top 6 without a time penalty, so track limits proven difficult for the drivers today. Obviously with the default setup, so going to be extra difficult. Oh, as we see the race leader leaving the session, so we'll have to get him back in immediately as he built up that lead. As Sean Hamilton's made the move with DRS on Alan down in P18. Alan. See if it looks like Ski's just going to break the DRS maybe on the pass of Willow. Oh, as we see yellow flag, I think Matt is round, maybe in the wall. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. He's dropped down to P number 13. Does he have a bit of damage? No damage, so I think he's just had a little bit of a spin to look towards the main straight. Willow does have DRS, but he's got Mitchell right on the back of him, burning his battery as he gets up into P3. Is Willow going to try and hang around the outside? Don't think he does. He's going for the better lane through turns 2 and 3 to try and get a better exit onto the second DRS zone of the track. See if Willow can make any inroads on the Mercedes. Mitchell gains a lot on Ski. See yellow flag. I think the Ferrari may have had an incident going into the pits. I'm not too sure. As the Sauber of Chesney gets ahead of Lily, coming in P number 11. Mitchell is right on the back of Ski in the Alpine. As we see Sam get back to the session nicely. Still got that gap of about 1.7 out in front. Oh, Mitchell with a huge slide, and Willow nearly hits the back. Oh, as Willow goes to the move, gets it done. So Willow open to P3. Mitchell drops to P4. Will he have the DRS? We will monitor. See if he does or not. I don't think any of them got DRS. As Ski has joined this battle for the lead with 7 tenths. I think Sam is back in control. You can see him saving some battery into the next turn. See Albon on the back of That's Our Humour. With some DRS advantage down into turn 1. He gets a move done nice and easy. Got battle for P7 brewing between these 3, as you can see. Got J Marsh, Ev and Hilly. Hilly having that early spin, which caused the first virtual safety car of the race. Got a bit of damage off it as well, as you can see. Still got damage, so he hasn't boxed. That damage may be affecting that McLaren with a default setup on, due to the wildcard off the wheel spin we had earlier. Still on the back of these cars, to be fair though. His pace is still pretty consistent with the damage. Chesney's right in the back of Matt, and he got a move done into turn 12 with the DRS. Not really a prominent overtaking zone, as I think Albon Lover's round again, the championship leader, Making a lot of errors this race. It was mad. Has a huge slide into turn number 13. So it is Razor dropping off a cliff, it seems, as he comes out of the pits to get rid of them 9-lap old mediums. You see a few yellow flags. I think Albon is round again. Struggling down in P16. Oh, I think his rears are just cooked. He peels off into the pits. He's got damage as well. Not good. Not good. For our Tier 2 Championship leader, he's going to be towards the back end of the grid. After that box. After that pit stop, sorry. After that box. Got Mitchell looking towards the inside. Looks like the drivers are getting challenged a lot by the excessive tyre wear around this circuit. Chesney now on the back of Lilly, who's running in P8. Very solid start from a McLaren, stepping in as reserve. As he just got the move done. As we see Willow into the pits, down in P5. I think it was turn 3 before that pit stop. Turn 3, P3 I mean. See Mitchell can get the extra DRS advantage into turn 4. As Ev comes into the pits as well. Oh, there's going to be a yellow flag up ahead. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, I think it's Alan. Oh no, it was definitely British boy. Is it? No, I don't think it was. I don't know what the yellow flag was, so I think it was for Alan down in P number 19. So a few cars going slow through the stadium section. Another yellow flag in the stadium section. Another yellow flag in the stadium section. There's plenty of yellow flags happening. Let's see if any of these drivers dive into the pits. It looks like the Alpine's looking towards the pit lane, and he is. So he's going to peel off the racing line as Mitchell moves up into P2. Jonathan also boxes. Just bear with 2 seconds. Don't you worry, I did see that spin from Mitchell as he drops 15 seconds behind the race leader. A very crucial moment in this race, as we see P2 spinning out, losing a lot of time on the drivers behind. J Marsh is only 1.4 seconds back, so I think Mitchell's rears are really struggling now, as you can see how carefully he's taking the track. You can see the snaps of oversteer at every single exit. He will 100% be pitting at the end of this lap to get off these mediums onto the hards. About 22 laps to go. It's possible for a one stop. It's possible. So a little look around. Looks like Jonathan about half a second off Ian Arla on the fresh mediums. Down in P9. We'll see P8 now because of Mitchell's pit stop. So look how much time that spin has lost him. He's going to be down in P number 12. P number 12. As he moves up into P7. With a nice move on the Aston. The Aston tries to hang it on the inside and makes a little bit of contact. But Jonathan does get through unscathed. Hilly with the DRS. Can he go for a move on the Aston? Well, he has to lose 2 places in one corner of the break very late, and it looks like McLaren has flinged himself off the track. I think he hit a bit of grass on the entry to the corner. That sent him very wide. As the Mercedes of Ev is right on the back of him. There's Albon Lover, the championship leader, has retired in the pits. That's just not good to see at all. He's definitely not going to be the championship leader after this race, I don't think. So we've got P1 and P4 in the championship, both retiring after the first 14 laps. So Alan's also retired in the pits, so we've got a few easily given up. Ski's got a very good chance of taking the lead in the championship. Got lucky, there's a lot of yellow flags about just because of the drivers who retired in the pits. J Marsh gets off their mediums onto the hards, hopefully for him to the end. Let's hope them retired cars don't get in the way, oh my goodness. That's the only problem when you've got drivers retiring in the pits. Oh, it's heavy. I should take advantage of this absolute kerfuffle. I don't know what's going on, there's cars everywhere. As Hilly does get up to P6. He still does have wing damage, so he didn't change the wing in the pit stop. If he gets up in a P6. There's a heap of cars on this part of the track. Huge train forming. Looks like Hilly's pulled away massively here. Yes, and also has damage. I think Ev has damage. Yeah, we've got 3 cars in a row with damage. So I would think Sean and Jonathan will be looking for a move. Oh, Jonathan has a bit of a snap and goes wide. As you see, the race leader in the pits. Has he already pitted? I don't think he has. I think that's his first pit stop. I'll just check. I wasn't too sure though. Stops. Yeah, it's his first stop. He's down in the P3 now, but on the pressure rubber. That's so bad. So let's see if the Sauber can catch up to the lead pack. I say lead pack, the top 2. Not really a pack. Oh, as Jonathan goes to the outside line into turn 4. There's a Mercedes going very slowly. Looks like Ev's just left through his teammate. Will he maybe hold up this Red Bull pair behind? We'll wait and see. As Mitchell gets up in a P8 after overtaking his teammate. I think his teammate let him through. Bit of team orders from the Mercedes. Tyres were hot and got a puncture. Oh, it's unfortunate, man. Oh, is this a huge send from Jonathan as he pushes the Mercedes a little bit wide. Give you what I think that is. I think that McLaren seat is cursed. Whoever steps in that McLaren seat has wheel issues. This Sean is on the back of Ev. Ev's still with the DRS. So you could have a battle for the lead forming here. Willow just dropping back a little bit. Ski only about 1.3 behind with Sam down in P3. Ian All still on the back of Mitchell somewhat. Sean Hamilton right on the back of the Mercedes. Obviously, this is default setups, so it's a very tricky race. Until he gets up in a P5. Oh! Got the Mercedes going a little bit slowly. Sean will get the move done with the DRS now. There he goes. Up in a P number 10. He goes. See if Chesney can. Oh, we've got a battle for the lead. Here we go. 7 tenths gap between the top two. Oh, half a second now. 1 at the second two. As Sam joins the battle now. So we are going to have a 3-way battle with 18 laps to go. All top 4 have penalties. It's a very impressive race from Rory so far. Up in P4. Started, I think, down in P11. Pretty sure it was. Team runs a little bit wide. Let's have a look at the penalties because I'm not getting the notifications. Oh, there we go. So got a lot of penalties now. Yeah, for track limits. The top 2 on 6 seconds. Got Sam on 3, Rory on 6, Chesney on 6. Oh, you see a pissed off for Rory. Oh, I've missed this. We've got a battle for the lead. Looks like Willow's dropped significantly here. Sam does get the move done on Willow, but I don't know what's going on. I think he might have had a legal overtake there, the Alpine. As we look to the top 2, into turn 4. Sam gets into the lead of the race. Such an impressive drive once again from the Sauber driver. Have a little bit of contact on the rear. Rory gets a move done on his teammate down in P12, obviously after his second pit stop, doing a 2-stop in this race. This runny nose is not doing me any good. Got about 8 tenths now between the top 2. Looks like Sam probably will run away with this. Ski's going to have to put up a great fight. Try and get back up into P1. So looks towards the inside. A little bit of a lock up from the Sauber front. Oh, we've got a pit stop for the Aston Martin. So his teammate disqualified after not completing his drive-through penalty. We've got another pit stop for Ev. Let's hope Ev changes his wing. Obviously he did have damage, so I would expect him to change his wing now. Apologies for that. Got about a second between the top 2. Sean right in the back of his teammate now, down in P8. His teammate in P7, of course. It looks like, yeah, Sam was absolutely gaffed Ski. You would expect him to get the end as well. 15 laps to go now. Do see a change for the Red Bulls. Sean Hamilton does get up in P7. Jonathan does look to fight back as well. He's not giving it up. As Willow hits for the final time. Front of the hards, down in P number 5. Chesney also coming at the pits, down in P6. See if Jonathan can get a move done. With the Red Bulls working together with the DRS. Try and catch Mitchell. Obviously Sean on the more one compound you would have thought. 14 laps on them hards. Got a battle with the HA Father and Lily. Lily does not have the DRS open. You see the Sauber split the 2 cars. The HA Father with the beautiful Roscoe helmet. So we'll have a look towards Chesney On the back of Lily. Oh, he runs deep. Major father make a move. Not quite. Salva down in P12. Making this final pit stop now. 14 laps to go on them hards. Should be pretty smooth sailing now for the Salva to make it to the end. So looks like we are going to see a change in places for the Red Bulls once again. Jonathan back up in a P5. So Jersey is going to get the move done with the DRS now. On Lily, down to P12. Yes, there he goes. Absolutely belts past the McLaren. It looks like Willow was joining the back of this Red Bull battle. Will he go for a little move? Obviously he's on 14 laps. Best one tyres. Ooh, he looks for the inside on Sean. Sean is not giving it up though. Fair play to the Red Bull. So Willow on new tyres, but looks like the Red Bull's not looking to give this place up. The Haas with the DRS open. Nearly goes for a move. Will he look for a little round the outside into turn 30? Not quite. Ooh, as he looks to the inside, it looks like he's just cut the corner a little bit. As he bangs the Red Bull out of the way. Do they get through? They do just about, as Willow moves up into P number 6. As Jonathan comes out in the pits. That's not Jonathan, it's Mitchell. Mitchell on the hards to the end. Sean is going to come back at the Hassel. Oh, as he switches to the inside. Goes down the inside into the first turn. Oh, I've just missed it. There we go. Can Sean get the move? Oh, as we see Sean Hamilton round. Contact as the Red Bull is spun. Please get going. We don't want to say, oh, as he's spun again. Out of courtesy, I'm not going to spectate him. Let's have a look towards Willow and Jonathan now. Oh, as Willow goes down the inside. Another dive bomb from the Haas. As he gets up with the P4. Chesney gets ahead of Sean Hamilton with a spin. Not a great afternoon for the Red Bull reserve. Can Jonathan redeem his teammate? Can he get a little move done on the Haas? As Rory gets up in a P6 ahead of JMO. Jonathan with the DRS. Just about, 9 tenths. 12 laps to go. They're going to weave in from the Willow overhead. Nice and legal. Marsh, can he get a move done on Rory? Not quite. Yeah, Madge, I saw your message. Let's hope you make it back. Marsh is just about 7 tenths back. Right on his rear end. He's still stuck. Oh, Madge, let's just say nothing ever goes your way. Nothing. Ever. 3 tenths now. Between Mitchell and Marsh. See huge snap. J Marsh out in front in P7. Looks like Mitchell's going to easily get this place. And look at the lead out front, 7.4 seconds. Looks like Samsung is going to take another race win. Obviously, if there is a late safety car, could mix up the order a little bit with all the penalties. I think we've only got 2 drivers without penalties. Mitchell and Marsh. I'm not sure about Jonathan and Matt. I'm pretty sure they do have penalties. Mitchell on the back of Rory now. It's got quite a big field spread now. This is the closest battle we have. Eight tenths now to get Mitchell with the DRS now. Oops. So Mitchell will have the DRS. Oh. No, I just missed that. I'm not sure what happened. But my assumption is, can someone tell me in chat what happened there? Oh, what's... Oh, he's lost his front wing. No way. Did he hit the back of Rory? I'm assuming he did. No way. I didn't see it. What happened? Chat, what happened? I didn't see it. Oh no. Please tell me what happened. I want to know. Did he hit the back of the V-car? I'm seeing a Mercedes with no front wing, so I'm assuming he did hit the back of the car red. Unless he spun up. I literally just missed it. I swerved and hit the front of him. Oh no. Is he getting penalties for this? He's got 6 seconds. Such an unfortunate afternoon for the Mercedes and Mitchell. He's got no real battles on the track with about 9 laps to go. Got Sean Hamilton catching up with Matt on the thresholds down in P14 in the Red Bull. It's a purple sector too, so he looks like he's on for a fast lap. As Mitchell retires in the pits, that's unfortunate for the Mercedes to do. A few bit of damage throughout. Ten laps to go. Don't know why I said 10 laps, it's 9. I'm Sean, better move done. Right, he's pretty far back. I think the V-car may have got a DRS off the left car. No, not quite. Here comes Sean Hamilton. What's up, Joe? I am doing pretty shit. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. My throat's killing, my nose is blocked, but we persevere. X2 has arrived. Yeah, that's more like it, X2. Oh, he's got a battle. We've got a battle in the track, I can't believe it. Yeah, he gets ahead of March with the DRS. We also have Sean Hamilton. Ooh! You see these cars side by side. Sean getting over to P12. Let's have a look at the penalties quickly just so I can get my head around it. There we go. Sam out in front, that was 3 seconds. We've got 12 seconds for Rory. So he, at this rate, will fall behind Sam. That do sound a bit like you. Yeah, the racing's been decent. There's been actually there's been quite a few incidents, so I'm expecting a few tickets, but it is what it is. Obviously we are running default setups to tier 2 as well because of the wildcard wheel spin. So it was already tricky as it is. then we put them on a track like Mexico. It's just it's inevitable, really. Jay Marsh just falls off the back. One way to keep him longer. So we now have just 7 laps left. The race leader about 13 and a half seconds out front now. About 8 tenths. Oh, Lily's up. Nearly sight on imbecile. Right, let's get Google Translate. You know. I literally did Spanish as GCSE and I don't even know what that means. You are a useless imbecile. Now, that could be the most true thing you've ever said, Expedon. That could really be the truest thing you ever said, the most correct thing. Come out of your mouth. I was waiting for a battle. Looks like we're going to see a battle for P5 shortly. Chesney closing out on Rory. Pretty quickly at this point, so we'll spectate this Sauber. It's his teammate leading the race by nearly 15 seconds now. As it stands, we will have a new championship leader with the Alpine and P2 Ski. 2 in Spanish GCSE. Funny enough, I got a 7 in my Spanish GCSE, and I can't remember a single word of Spanish since then. But you're alright, we do ignore XP. Oh, a second now. So French. Oui, oui. That's all I know. And baguette. Croissant. Sauber now within DRS range. 1 out of 10 on 13. Detection coming up shortly. Oui, oui, baguette. We've got Ian Alla on the back of Marsh as well. We do have DRS on the Sauber now, so he will make some inroads on P5. He's got a yellow flag, that's a Mercedes. Oh, it's Ev. Ev's had a little bit of a spin at the last con. Oui, oui, baguette. RS and Idiota. Well, I wonder what that means. I know that you are an idiot as well. That's the one bit I do remember. The little, the end of the word determines who it's aimed at. As Chesney gets up in a P5, he does fancy a timeout, like, he does fancy a cheeky timeout. Getting very cheeky in the chat. I think we need to clamp down on this toxic abuse that I'm getting in foreign languages. As the HA father gets out of town to tell you down in P14. This is teammate. Looks towards Ian Alla, who has actually got the place. Poyas, I don't know what that means. I don't want to say it in case it's offensive. I think Poyas is male thing. There's Rory down in P6 with 4 laps to go. He's on the back of Chesney, and he is going to get the place back. Impressive move. This is the closest battle we have, so we'll stick on board with this. Obviously, it's a double detection, so Rory will get another dose of DRS, which he has not enabled for some reason. Oh, as we see, the Sauber hit the back of the RB. I need a strepsil. I don't think I've got any actually, so I'm cooked. I'm cooked. He's number 69. Tries to chase back up to Rory after he got the place back. Obviously, stay tuned for the Tier 1 race. The stream will start at 10 to 9. We'll look to start the stream. This gives me about 10 minutes to do a full rundown before we go into qualifying. Three laps to go now. Chesney on the back of Rory with DRS as he swap places every single lap. Over to P5 it goes. Let's see if Rory can get another move done. Is Rory on AI mode? Yeah, I think Rory's on AI. Gotta be. Yeah, Rory's on AI mode. Oh, has he got a move? Jonathan down the inside on J Marsh. Into turn 6. He gets a move done. Ev on the back of Sean Hamilton now. His nose is running like a fucking stream. Oh, as we have the Mercedes round into the barrier. Huge spin for Ev with 3 laps left. As he drops it on the entry of turn number 7. So Rory's just fallen out with DRS on the side as well. Sorry guys. Whatever. Rory's on AI mode, so I'm not gonna... I don't think he should be on AI mode, to be honest. I think it's pretty unfair. Right. Joe, time out Expo Live, please. Stop speaking Spanish. No one cares. God, this guy. Zev comes in and changes front wing and oh, what? It needs to not retire. You can still get points. People need to know that this. If you just finish the race, you get points. We need to reiterate this, to be fair, because we've had all 5 drivers who have retired have just done it in the pits. Other than ninjas who got disqualified for not serving as drive-through. But we need to explain to these drivers that if you just finish the race, you get points. It's a no-brainer. As Sam has now broken a whole pit stop gap for P2 now. It's just incredible pace from the server once again. As you got Matt on the back of Sean Hamilton. Yeah, he's quick Ted, he's quick. You've timed him out for 10 minutes, that's perfect. He is very rapid. As Matt Maddox moves up into P10 with the DRS overtake on Sean. We are on the final lap actually. Have a look where the race leader is. Just around the first few turns. So we have 14 watching the live. Yeah, if you haven't already, make sure to follow us on all socials. Yeah, we have YouTube, Instagram, TikTok and Twitch. We just did it for 10 minutes. Fair enough. I thought you could time off for like a minute. He's just timed out. Get him gone. Yeet. Out you get. So we go towards Sean. Let's have a look at the penalties just so we can get the order. As we see, the race leader around the final turn. What an impressive drive again from the Salvi. Makes it back-to-back as he wins the Tier 2 race in Mexico. What a drive. As we see Ski into the stadium section, he goes. He runs wide and maybe gets a warning though. Into turn 13. He runs a final turn to take P2. So he jumps up into P2 with drift penalties. It's awful. Willow will end up crossing the line of P number 4. Oh, look how close that is between Ski and Hilly. 800ths. Oh. We love a bit of competition, we do. Chesney rounds the final corner in a very impressive race. P5. As Ian Allard jumps up at P5. What a race. Up 11 places. That's my drive of the day. Oh yeah. Nah, I'm going to give it the Sauber, I have to. The Sauber is my drive of the day up in P1. So that was a intriguing race. A few incidents here and there, but it happens, it's racing. I think Sean Hammond came into the pits at the end there. So look towards the race results. So this has been Tier 2, Round 4. Mexico wildcard, of course, which was default setups in the end. Let's have a look at our cleanest driver. We don't have a cleanest driver. That's when you know it was a pretty messy race. There we are, there's the race result. Look at all them penalties. Look at them penalties. So there we are, the fastest lap going to Chesney down in P6. 2 races in a row with no cleanest driver, that's mental. Lily, fair play to be honest. P17 to P12, that's a good result. Ian Allard, all the way up. I think that was the Giggle Goonford guy. A great race from the Aston Martin there. He was the last minute reserve. So that is it. That has been Tier 2 Round 4 Mexico. I will see you next week for round number 5. Actually, I think it's a week after, but for China. So I will end the live now. So thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you tune in for Tier 1 in about half an hour's time. So thanks for watching and goodbye.